we could see anything happen here.
We're going to be in for a banger. That's what they're trying to say. We're getting into that first elimination game here on the B stream. And who better than to take us into game? It's Harry and Hugo.
Yeah, thank you very much. Monte taking on Cloud9 in an ELIM matchup. Monte yesterday only able to field 3 T-side rounds across the series. So getting off to a good start here is going to prove to be paramount for this Monte squad. On the other side of things, you have this Cloud9 team that have had glimmers of promise, but you're always left wanting a little bit more, I felt like, from Cloud9 throughout this. And this is where I really want to see Waro on the side of Monte come into his own, because one of the big problems for Cloud9 has been this lack of the dedicated AWP, right? So hopefully this is going to give Waro a little more freedom. You saw him very keen to get involved in fights yesterday, but wasn't able to win a lot of them. It's going to be a fast B-pop to open up for Cloud9.
Yeah, they established some control in combat. It's all 5 out B at the end of the day, and not many players here to stop them. Double entry from Axile, and in a round like this, that should seal the deal. Bomb goes down, and Monte, with no kit currently, have to fight up against 5 players in the site. Boost comes up for Young, desperately looking for a pick back in, but they're not giving him anything. Boomich is right below. Oh, don't know if he even got the spot there either. Axel can swing on this contact. He's got Julies after the opening kills, and Boomich is good for his. Everyone falls in an instant. I like that you establish Waro as a player to look out for in this game. I definitely agree. When we look at the last time Monte took Cloud9 on, it was at Cologne, it was in group stage, and it was also an elimination game. Cloud9 2-0'd. But you know what was different there, Harry? Cloud9 had an AWPer. Shiro topped the series, 1.6 rating, and it was him v Waro in those head-to-heads so often. So with Cloud9 having their current lack of dedicated sniper player, we even saw Axar winning rounds with it yesterday over Mouse, I think this may be a little harder. Question, of course, as the desk poised, is what form do Monte bring in today? Because yesterday was nothing short of underwhelming.
Yeah, Young at least looked good in the series, I guess you could say. You know, there wasn't really a whole lot of positives to go off of for Monte. Nope. And so I hope he can start strong now. He's got this scout in the force buy round for Monte. Even forcing in this second on the CT side, something that you don't see a lot of teams do.
I like that. It's confident. It's a good map for it. And of course, it delays your gun round, but it means you can get the AWP in your first full buy as long as Waro saves for it. We'll have to see if they can find any success, though. Scout is so powerful on the A site. Young looking for picks. He's already hit a tag. The Cloud9 are pretty spread. 3 CTs here, as there were in the pistol. But this time looking a little better off. Cloud9 are coming their way.
Young already lands a tag from this scout, and now chance to do a little bit more as he spots players aggressing through the long side. It's going to be Waro's Deagle delivering this kill to Monte to open up, but it's swiftly traded out from Hobbit. Boomich takes it one step further. 5-7 in the toilet's going to get overran here, and Axel will kind of rein them back in. Cloud9 secure that one. They deal with the force by only losing a handful of players, and so for Monte, the full eco to follow. But it does seem, you know, you mentioned it last round, you're dead on. The priority is on bringing out this AWP as fast as they can.
Yeah. I think the second round force is also map dependent. It's also, you know, if you have a play you want to make, or this isn't the best map for making a play. I'd say like an ancient CT side where you could gamble towards B and play an aggressive mid round would be nice. But Overpass, it's more just hoping the scout can light up C9 and the pistols can finish it off. Young hits a bunch of tags, but they're not all converted. So Eco coming through, STY with Zeus. But for the most part, it's going to be Hobbit making it rain. Dollar bills down in connector. Easy done for C9.
I just want the Zeus kill. That's what we're all here for now in this round.
Waro setting STY up for it, but Cloud9 are already out into B. They're going to bring that bomb. And sorry, Harry.
Well, I don't know. Hobbit, you know, he's making a prime candidate for a Zeusing right now. That's all I'm going to say. No, believe Young. Believe in the Zeus.
Ooh, yes. There's a world.
He's a little too far, and he fires it way too soon.
Yeah.
They are still going to find Hobbit over here in connector. Waro
making that all money.
10 now, yeah.
He gets a kill with this, massive. He can already buy it, but this would just make it even more juicy. Making it sound like he's running up and saving. And I think, unfortunately, he might miss everyone
Hang on. Electronic is a prime Mac-10 candidate here.
Yeah, you've done this before.
Axile's now holding onto the ladder, and Warrow won't be able to move. So we'll just be this Mac-10 held out of the round for Monte.
Surprisingly passive, considering we expect that orb ASAP. Yeah, doesn't even go swinging. But I don't think he's going to play it, to be perfectly honest. He's going to give it over instead. Cloud9, good start to the game here. We talked T-sides for Monte, 3 yesterday, 0 on this map. They went 9-0 down when they're on the second half T-side and lost the game to Game Legion 2-0. They got 3 on Ancient, and 1 was a full anti-eco after winning Pistol. So...
yeah, and I think the thing that makes it even more worrisome is, like, yesterday down towards that B site, Demka and Bro were fantastic, right? So it's even that's a bit of a question. Are you going to get the same level out of those 2 players down towards B? Some die young over here in middle, and he will get cut down by Cloud9 as they move out through that mid-smoke. Warrow posted on the AWP. We said he was kind of our guy to keep an eye on here. So let's see if he can find anything. A missed shot from that AWP, and it's already gone. They kind of put a lot of stock in bringing that out early. And with the first shot just sailing past Cloud9, they sit in a 5v2. Surely no hope for Monte here.
Still Cloud9, hold on. I love this. They're just trying to keep this dominant and clean, and they'll wait to see if Monte make any plays. Info nade does nothing. The benefit of Krasnal doing this and actually playing the save Mac-10 is he could drop an AWP over, you know, if you want to look to the future. Oh, the 10 damage
yeah,
thing.
That's crazy, bro.
It hurts for Bro. Yeah, that is crazy, bro. I got to go back down B. They've seen 1 player. In these situations where, if you're Cloud9, you're in a 5v2, and you see 1 player, it's always logically better to go to the other site because there could be 2 players, but there's definitely not 0.
Yeah. Well, that's a mind melter, that one.
That is, isn't it? You know, worst case scenario on B is 5v1. Worst case scenario on A is 5v2.
Yeah,
take those better odds.
That's a nice
better way to word
it.
Yeah. Run away from bad men. Scary. Cloud9 avoid the fear on that A site. And Bro will get the AWP. That's something. Put it to use. But Cloud9, I mean, you talk T-sides, we mentioned Monte's lack thereof.
Yeah, I'm already nervous.
7 rounds overpass T-side against Mouse yesterday. Sure, their map pick for a reason. Great track record on this map. If you think, you know, yeah, I think this is going to be a very hard map for Monte. I think Mirage has to save them. But at least I hope we get some of that Demka madness from the B-bomb site yesterday.
Yeah, you know, I think something even LMBT spoke about was how the lack of T-side rounds like just got in Monte's head a bit, right? It very much affected them heading into the second map yesterday. And I mean, that was apparent, right? They got 3 T-side rounds across the series. So you don't want to slow start here, especially not on the side you know you have to deliver on, with the hardest side coming up next, with one that you've struggled on throughout your time in Katowice. So this full buy is facilitated thanks to the save, and Warrow gets his hands back on that AWP, but no love to be found with it over in middle. It looks like Monte gonna have to be ready to withstand this fast B play. Electronic at the helm. We've seen some monstrous entries from this guy, but he's cut down, getting nothing done. Instead, it's Boomich's molly to burn out one. Bro withstands it from the short side. Now he's all that remains from this B hold, but here's the rotate. The AWP teed up in heaven, a missed shot from it, and Axile's been allowed to pick that up, but they just keep chasing him down. They flood through the heavens, and Monte will put a stop to Cloud9's fast B. I
do like that execute for Cloud9. I'm glad they went for it early in the game just to flex on Monte. The cool detail is that HE grenade they throw at the front. They know Demko's going to be playing close wood or Monster trying to fight for it, and that close nade on wood forces him to reposition the pillar, which they have Molly. So the fact that Demka gets 1 kill when 2 pieces of util are designed just for him is very impressive. Waro comes through the smoke as well, and Monte just throw themselves at that B hit. They will hold on. A very important first round to Monte to not get steamrolled on CT Overpass. Nothing worse than losing pistol on CT. You want to maximize rounds on one of the best halves in Counter-Strike right now.
A fake dink for Exile. And he tries chasing that kill down over at long, which baits him into Sumdai Young. However, Sumdai Young's getting wrapped through the toilets. And so Boomich is able to flush him out.
The orb's gone back around to facilitate a heavy B play.
Ooh, the timing on this.
Oh, yeah. They're going to check? No, they're not. They're not. Good trade. Could have gone a lot worse. Krasnau is still activated for a fast flank, but they should be aware because of the short water take. Eyes on the prize, but he drops. Doesn't need to play. Krasnau can just hold and contain. Waro has his fallback through toilets, but even he's scared of the long side. There are timings open. Can Cloud9 find them?
He's about to not have to worry about it, thankfully. Bro's on his way up, down from B, and so that will turn his attention back into the toilets just in time.
Oh, don't... Yeah.
Cloud9 trying to move up through short, but that's where the orb resides. Another missed shot from Waro 2K. Seeing the AWP there certainly makes it a little scarier, but looks like they do want to try and challenge him. He plays up close to the smoke. Bro here inside of the site to help him, and that AWP just a big decoy to pull the attention away from Bro inside of the site, who puts up 3. Monte breathing a bit of a sigh of relief here as they kind of find their footing on the CT side. Now chaining 2 together. And with that, looking to take a bit of momentum in the game, right? I know these have been, or at least had, some awkward moments in them, such as not clearing the sandbags here at short, some missed shots from Waro, but they are finding them, and the setups are nice to kind of get them there in the first place. They're just 1 round away from breaking the money at Cloud9, and so suddenly you could be looking at a tie game.
And they're stuck behind the mid-smoke again. Waro playing an aggressive line, going to get mollied out early. Cloud9, after doing that, want to go straight back to B. They've got a huge gap here. There's only 2 players at the B bomb site. Bro's taking space. It's all on Demka again. How good does this execute look? It's not even an execute. They are contact right now. Heaven smoke and a flash is all that supplements this. Demka needs something in the site.
Oh yeah, gonna hold on for the first, but the flash is wrecking him. That's a CS2 peek out of Hobbit, if ever you've seen one. Full running, Galil spray down. Bro with the backstab, but he's being accounted for. Another man up through short, and Monte just flood this B site just like last time. Everyone's here so quickly, and now it is only Hobbit left standing. He was running and gunning to open this up. And Waro is aware of this backstab timing. He should have this on the AWP as Hobbit sneaks around the corner. That's nice and easy for Waro 2K. And with that round going dominantly the way of Monte, now things are called into question here for Cloud9's T side. That money extinguishes, it vaporizes. We said it was done if they didn't win this round, and with not even a plant to be found here, they will be staring down at these bank accounts in dismay. There's nothing for them. And so this should be Monte looking to tie the game up here and now. Attack timeout called in for Cloud9. They don't want to let Monte build up a CT side that they can be happy with, especially not after how this started, right? You win the pistol, you win that first rifle round. Even up against the save guns, you find some success there as well, but aren't quite able to take it over the line. You thought like you were going to get straight back to your winning ways, but Monte have got some fight in them here. Yeah,
I imagine we'll see some more A-hits for Cloud9, right? Because Waro so far has been mostly missing. Not a huge threat so far, and Cloud9's util has been pretty solid on this T side. B holds are nice for Monte, though, so Cloud9 will have to try something new. The Eagles are out now in this round. Some bits, some bobs, and everything in between for Cloud9. And they'll take it low and slow. It's been pretty calculated. Not in a hurry on this A site. Happy to leave it down to the final 20, 30 seconds. SDY and toilets. Krasnal tied to Waro, patrolling Banana. Waro's got to be careful, because they will stay tight, trying to trade these kills.
Waro's going to hit a flick here. Oh, he's seen the shadow. Ah, now he's seen an elbow. They've given him too much. First the shadow, then the arm. And now maybe the head of the beast at Cloud9 here. Oh god, the flashes will wreck him. Boomich nicely tees up his teammates there with the pistols, but the mowdown is swift. Monte with the reply. And Waro's death there not in vain, as everyone else is able to capitalize on those Cloud9 players caught out chasing that kill down. So kept nice and clean, and the dangers of that round avoided. It's now a tie game as Monte put their own 4-round streak on the board. Yeah. And each one of them feeling like it's getting progressively cleaner. They built up a good bit of money with only 2 kills being found across the last 2 rounds for Cloud9. This is nice for the Monte CT side. Very impressive recovery. And Cloud9 are going to have to dig deep. They don't call in a timeout. They go right back in. They have their plan in mind. We'll have to see how they fare. Connect to take. Krasnal's been in here a lot of the time playing late round, so Cloud9 want to clear that out and get info early. Monte with a pre-boost. It's a lot of damage both ways. Perfecto gets out worse for wear. No AWP to bog down him with. Or maybe to bog him down with. Cloud9 stick to flat rifles, as they do on really all T sides as well. We only see CT AWPs from this team. Waro, talking of which, is going to find that pick as Hobbit tries to clamber up connector, and a mid fake for Boomich into a B hit. Right now the numbers are looking good, but Bro has an informational position. The smoke comes down, he loses that info, and so Waro is the sole defender of B. Cloud9 don't like what they hear. They pull back into the stack. Yeah, the little double push out through long is coming in for Monte and Krasnal. He saw him there. Surely. He got a little whiff of Boomich moving up through short. SDY, good position here. This long aggro. Ooh, he swings it wide, and that's going to give over the kill to Electronic. This A play looks tempting, but Monte still stacked up in this side of the map. Dear. Awkward routing for Waro 2K. And so now this sight hold's got to fall to the 2 long players. Krasnal lights them up. The nade finishes off the 1 HP Perfecto, and they're never ready for Demka. He's often the guy left anchoring down towards B alongside Bro. When you see him already set up over towards long, you know that Monte just kind of outread you there, right? Yeah. The fact he's even up on that top site, let alone in such an aggressive position, push down the long side. Krasnal caught them off guard, let alone the 4th player on A. That's such a nice gamble for Monte. Sure, Bro has a position where, you know, Monte are able to make an A stack, but when he smokes himself off at Monster Tunnel, or Short Tunnel rather, he doesn't know whether Cloud9 are going for Monster. They almost did. They almost just walked into MTB, and instead they go into the 4 stack on A. Great read from Monte. Cloud9 getting pissed. They're going through the molly. Yeah, it's another good read here as they stack heavy down towards this B site. They anticipate that Cloud9 want a bit of vengeance on this B play. Nades rain out from the heavens, and that is a lovely nade. Lobbed in from Waro 2K, and it's done so much damage. More util follows up. Molly even on that bomb plant. Cloud9 duck out of the site. Reasonable escape, to be honest. But it might be hard getting blood from this stone in a 3-on-3. It's all on Electronic, but he has had some fantastic games here in Katowice. He's dead immediately. Rifles will be removed here for Cloud9. It's only the pistol on Perfecto, and not for long. Waro's warm, and Cloud9 may be in trouble here as we get to the dying stages of their T side. Huge deciding rounds for Monte as they pick up steam. The comms are looking good. The rotates are nice. The B holds have been very well done. Yeah, I think you can really feel that Monte's like read of the game is kind of eased into the server now. They're feeling like they know what Cloud9 are doing from the A stack in the round prior, followed up by the immediate B stack. That anticipation that Cloud9 were going to go back to a fast B hit. This is one where Cloud9 look like they kind of want to go back to it, right? And they're accounting on the fact that Monte just stacked here. There's no way they do it twice, and they're looking right in that assumption. Whoa, Bro has to hold on, and Bro will. Look at that. 3 clean kills. The M4A4 does him well there.
Spraying into headshots as well. The Destin talking about the difficulties players have had with sprays, and there's no doubt about that. It has been harder to connect on CS2, but Bro just nails them. What a hold. Don't even need this stack. It's still here. With the bomb at their feet, there is no saving this.
That's the real kind of... That's the real beauty of it, right? Cloud9, they were dead on in that Monte wouldn't stack this low as site. It was 2 players who had to do it all. And Bro gets it done basically single-handedly. Look at that, just a pile of them as they moved out through Monster. He says, yeah, do that again, please. I want a couple more kills, up 12 and 4, sitting top of the server.
That's why Monte is a fun team when they're firing, because I feel like so many of these players can pop off, right? You've all seen the Warro carry games, but we know Sumdayoung is the calm, experienced player of the team. Bro, the opposite, inexperienced, loud, but also can just have these crazy pop-off games like Krasnal. And Demka's CT anchoring is solid as well. They're going to go swinging, getting a bit hungry here. Perfecto's patiently waiting, but he can buy even if he dies. They've got max loss. May as well give it a go. And Monte will meet him there. 7-4, a big streak.
7 in a row.
Yes, maybe 8. Cloud9 are going to have everything they need except the AWP. And even then, the util won't be perfect.
Yeah, this is exactly what Monte needed, right? Like, there was a world that kind of felt like anything less than this, and you could have made the argument that Monte were in trouble, because we've seen the T-sides look so flat. And when they start this whole game 0-4 down, I was really worried for them, but they've dug deep, and they found their footing, and you've certainly seen improvements just across the board, whether that's Bro anchoring down towards B, Warro's just kind of read over the game right now has improved, and he started nailing a few more shots on the AWP, so the momentum is very much changed up here. While it was a real hot start for Cloud9, it's now gone completely silent.
Oh, it's messy, and a second swing comes out. It's actually Bro who gets the kill through the smoke.
Even trying to like punish the spam there, you know, that's a desperate play from Hobbit. And desperate times calling for desperate measures, but Cloud9, that leaves them a man down now.
Long pop, they'll avoid the AWP here, but the flashes make it very clear where the goal is for Cloud9. They're hoping they get a flank in middle, but Monte aren't that aggressive. They just rotate heavy up. And again, Monte's rotates, their reads have been really good in this game. It's enforced by Bro having a strong position down at B that Monte can play all on top site. And with a double AWP as well. It's going to get worse before it gets better for Cloud9. This might be an 8-round streak at the end of the half.
Sumdayoung scoped in, nails that shot onto Electronic, and now they're ready for the long hit. Demka even playing around the dice box as that kind of third man over towards the top site. He'll swing out, he'll deal with Axile, and it's only Perfecto left. Try as he might, there's no success to be found here. He's wrapped upon and locked out by the Warro 2K AWP. It's 8 rounds in a row on the CT side from Monte. Waro2k steps up from a slow start. He regains control over this game and over the AWP, assisting Monte to an 8-4 scoreline. All 8 rounds coming consecutively as well. They follow up from that initial 4-0 start that Cloud9 embarked on, and they don't let them get any more T rounds across the remainder of the half. However, Monte, they are kind of experts in not getting any more T rounds in the remainder of the half. So let's see how this one fares. If they could start strong with a pistol round win, this one is right there for the taking.
Absolutely.
It would tee them up all of a sudden to really just lay all these worries to rest of the weak T-sides from yesterday.
Absolutely. There are big questions to be answered in this half because they got 8 rounds CT against Gamer Legion and then 0 in the second. So what can Monte give us here? Nice start for Waro. He is warmed up now and he's putting that aim to use. Finding Boomich in the toilet.
Oh, damn kid.
See ya.
Sorry, bud.
Now this is interesting because now you might over-rotate A if you're Cloud9 thinking that that's a B lurker, they're going for an A hit, but Monte are actually regrouping back a monster. So Cloud9 active in the mid-round, they take some control, and we're going to see Waro try and fake out A site.
This is sick.
Oh, he's got a beautiful play here, but he's not going to clear the corner, and Axel finds him. Lurks on lurks, fakes on fakes, but it's into B where Cloud9 wait.
Yeah, double setup over it short. This one could get cleaned up by the Cloud9 dual Berettas on Electronic. They move into the site. He's going to start spamming away. Little wider on the plant, and so it will come in. Bro gets that bomb down. A man down, though, in the post plant, and they're desperately looking for space. They get past Axel, so that space is secured over at CT. Electronic falls. Some die young out of the round now as well, and it's just Krasnal left in it. 1v2. Fought for this control over towards CT. That tap on the bomb. He goes looking for the player through the heavens. And Hobbit will be there to deal with him. So a pistol secured for Cloud9. That huge lifeline, that massive opportunity that Monte had doesn't go their way, but the bomb plant at least lets them bring the heat early on.
They absolutely, the call there was the plant, right? That was a prioritization for Monte. They could have definitely gone for fights in B, but instead they get the smoke on site, and the goal is make the money. At worst case, we want to buy Galil's round 2 and try and upset Cloud9. We don't want to be left with full eco, lost pistol, nothing to show for it. So, you know, it's not a win for Monte, but it's the next best thing. It's a second round buy.
Yeah, it's a lifeline early on this T side. They still have that route open to take control of the economy game, and that's what they're looking for. Ooh, Boomich. Come on now, buddy. He runs into the wall that slows him down for a second. He can't get back into the site as a result. And right now they've got him pinned in the toilets. They've wrapped all around him, but he still offers up a kill. Boomich is a thorn in their side right now, just roaming through the back lines. They thought that they had him trapped in there. But he's not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with him as he shows up with that double kill off the MP9, and he still keeps this wild routing going, but this time it's heard. Waro2k says hello, bye-bye, and Boomich is dead at 2v2. Bomb down over in the toilets, and a bit more aggression from Cloud9.
Oh, under the lip of the smoke. I don't think Bro got that spot. He's remaining vigilant, but Electronic in position now to win the round, and Waro, he's on the scout, but he's 10 health. There should be no way out of this one. He doesn't even take the M4. He needs that instant TTK. Is anyone going to give him the head? Smoke and a save? 20 seconds. The fact that he's even going for this is optimistic, and Electronic has swapped sides of the toilet. That's a good check for Waro, but he's not going to win the round. Perfecto right there to trade. That was a damn nice try, but you know what's problematic now, Harry?
What's that?
We might enter another Monte struggle streak.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, I got to say,
it's all the makings of a Cloud9 comeback.
Yeah, no, that is very true, and
the opportunity to exploit early in the half is gone, and you have to rely on having consistent rifle round wins, which is something that we can't say we've seen from Monte.
Yeah, I got to say as well, fantastic round from Boomich. He, like, considering, you know, the whole idea of getting him trapped in that little box was like, yeah, that's our opener right there. You know, we kind of secured the early man advantage. And so instead of kind of, you know, just going for the one and done, taking a swing back into the site, he actually roots aggressively and tries to fight Monte head on.
I love this though for Monte. It's so risky, but it's them understanding the dilemma that they're in. And actually, Cloud9's buy, while it has way more util, it has less rifles. So there is the argument to be made that it's weaker, and the Monte have a little bit more loss bonus. You know, it's dangerous, but Monte, they're used to it, man. This is a team that can be very aggressive, that can be very in your face. And so they're risking it all on another force here after making it a 1v1. I admire it, if nothing else.
I mean, the T-side from Monte yesterday on this map was like very exec heavy. It was a lot of just kind of grouping as 5 for the most part, roaming the map as a pack, and then trying to exec into a bomb site. So for Cloud9, they've got to try and piece together where Monte aren't. Right, that's the goal here.
They don't know yet.
They're about to figure it out. They're going to take this short control away.
Getting very close on this A site, and you've got Boomich on MP9 jump spotting. The info's there now. They've heard guns fire off. They know Monte at board, so that third rotate's coming in.
And this is, I think, one of the sort of problems that Monte are going to run into. Once you've heard a couple of these guns fire off, you know that. Like, right now, you know Monte want to go A. You've got short down towards B. Yeah. You still have 2 players there holding on, but they don't leave a lot to the imagination in these execs.
Just got to win the fights, man. Simple as that. Smoke, molly, and in they go. 20 seconds. Well, they don't have a flash to do this either.
Yeah, this is wild, man. They've just got a straight-up gunfight their way in. Axile turns from a flash that was never going to arrive. Boomich's MP9 is trying to do it again. He's in here with the bomb planter, tries pulling the knife. He gets a little help from another MP9. Boomich is still in this smoke. He is still in the site. Oh, they line up. And it's even the tag to Electronic. 1v1 now. Bro peeks it wide and is given a chance to duck out of there. Tap on the bomb again. Bro has to kind of swing this to check for that defuse, and Electronic is just playing the mind games, but it's Bro to close it out. 3 kills from the man. A hat trick in the round, and he is still delivering from that CT side. And I think that could be one of the big differences here, right? When we had Demka with a really good start on this map yesterday, he went silent when they got onto the T side. Oftentimes somebody gets a bit more activated in those post plants, but for Bro, that's a huge round to have put up. Not just a 3K, but a critical 1v1, and over Electronic on the other side. Not an easy man to beat in those clutches by a long margin.
That was a very entertaining round, right? For Axel to be turned from a flash, and they don't even have a flash. It's so funny. And it was the one rifle. Boomich being a hero right now. That's back-to-back monstrous rounds, but it's still not enough.
This is the reward, right? This is the reward that Monte were waiting for. This is the reason they went for the back-to-back 4 spies here, was to just get ahead of the money, break it early.
Okay.
And they've done exactly that. They even want to chase down Boomich. Oh god, he has an MP9, guys. Okay, they deal with it. They deal with it cleanly this time.
Oh, they popped out of nowhere in middle, chasing down Sundar Young. And, well, Cloud9 will. 10-6. Full eco out of the way. And now Cloud9, oh, their money is ugly. Just as a result of, you know, the second round being a 1v1. They had to put everything in to barely get a 2 rifles. And 1 full eco will not cut the mustard, Harry.
This is why those 2 4 spies were so good. You know that if you do break through, Cloud9 are faced with that awkward decision. Do they force in that previous round, and then if they lose it, they're not rifling till the game is basically over? Or do they take the full eco, and then they have a pretty rough, you know, buy round between them and this game slipping away?
Oh, that is... seeing that from Warrior's POV was like Benny Hill music, running behind the rock, Boomich completely unknown about. And of course the MP9 rushing long, because that's all Boomich is doing right now, and it's working. Fantastic opening kill for Cloud9 in a must-win round.
Boomich is like, man, why are we worried about having an AWPer? I'll just play this all of the time. This is great.
It's working.
He's risen to top of his team. And it's all on the back of this MP9. He's at, what, 5 kills with it in this CT side already?
It's not even just the kills. The round where he hid in the smoke as well.
Oh no, he's made some great plays on the back of the SMGs.
We love an MP9. Run and gun game, they say. And look at this B setup. Classic electronic smoke on the left side of the site to give them some room. Gotta play behind barrels.
Ooh, I think we're getting a bit of deception here, Hugo. Monte, I've said, right, like how they've been quite straight up with where they're going. It's like wherever you see the first one, that's where they end. This time, that bomb was rotating out. The round's kind of been ruined now, thanks to that kill out through short. And with only 25 seconds, decisions have to be made, and so it will come back down to this play.
Jump up?
Jump up is a little awkward, but we won't talk about it yet. Electronic feeds one. Will that be enough for them to come and regret it? 15 seconds. Arbiters to hop on down in the water. This should allow a plant for Monte. Gonna smoke the site. Krasnal just looking to plant inside of it. Jumping MP9. Boomich tries to be the hero again, but this time it's just that one and done at the start. And now for Cloud9, they need this. They have to hold on here. This was all their money put into this round, and so if it comes up short, if we're left wanting, Monte are on their way to the finish line, and there's nothing for Cloud9 to stop them with.
Oh dear, Axel might have to save unless Perfecto gets a pick, and they're playing so passive. He's looking for an upgrade so he can run away, and that is a done round, dead in the water. Boomich tries, as he always has been, with the jumping MP9, but SDY is the hero of the round. 2 massive covering kills to stop Cloud9 from denying that bomb plant, and that was in the final few seconds of the round as well. So it goes off, and Monte go in with 11. Already a better T-side than we've seen from this team, already matching their whole BO3 up against Gamer Legion yesterday. So sky's the limit right now for Monte. A new day, and they are seizing this opportunity. 11-6. And Cloud9, I mean, they should eco, but it's the scoreline that will make the decision. And so I expect to see a fall by just round these saved weapons. What a sad way for it to go for C9. But Monte, a better look is a good sign.
Yeah, and I think a much-needed confidence booster, right? Like, if it had been the case that Cloud9 had won the pistol, won that follow-up round versus the rifles, Monte had then tried forcing again, and Cloud9 withstood it. I think if you're Monte, like, you probably would have been getting in your heads a bit, right? Like, the game would have been neck and neck. You would have had another flat start to the T side, but instead, it's not just that you kind of had the confidence to keep going for those forces, knowing that it could just win you the game. It's like getting the kind of vindication, like it all panned out the way that you wanted it to. You can do it on these T sides. And so that little reminder going to put a bit more pep in the step of Monte.
There's definitely conversations about economy and MR12 and how it needs changing, especially for the CT side, 1400 being abolished. And I agree with all of those, but Monte, what they've done... I agree
with all of them.
Yeah, I agree with the... Yeah, I think 1400 should be abolished on CT side especially. But despite that, Monte have abused the economy to their favor. Cloud9 have not had more than 3 rifles in any round of this CT side. And this is another example. 2 M4s, both saved, supplemented by MP9. So the money just hasn't been there. And that's why Monte have gone for these rebuys after rebuys, where they've kept the pressure on. Why you see someone like James always have a hero AK on one of his players in a full eco. Because the value that damage does to CT economy is so hard to withstand. They flash peek, but Bro sees it coming, and he hits that fantastic headshot. He has been a monster in this map. And look at this, 40 seconds, 1 smoke on the entire team. Perfecto, he's got it in the right place to block B right now, and he's even holding it for a few more seconds. This might force Monte to rush through a smoke with seconds to spare. It goes into Monster. That's where the bomb is right now. So it's actually, C9 have a chance, but they've only got 2 players here.
They still have this nade on Sunday Young, but it's really hard to clear the monster smoke when it's deep like that, right? Volumetric smokes, am I right, folks? Here we are, Boomich in mid. Gonna get out with 1. Perfecto. just buying more time, and it's time that Cloud9 desperately need. There just isn't a chance for Monte here. They're trapped in it short, and even if they find Perfecto now...
What are they doing?
Oh, they really needed to just go and chase this down. He wins it on the clock. They do all the damage at least, so if you're looking for kind of silver linings here for Monte, it's that CT money that we spent all round talking about. It's still down in the dirt with all 5 players falling. The task for Cloud9 is actually harder in this round than it was in the last.
Silver linings, yeah. That's weird to not see Monte chase down Perfecto. I'm sure they didn't expect to get given both flank kills, but C9 died to win the round. It's worth it overall just to keep themselves against map point. But I would love to see one player just rush Perfecto down and you know, try and...
I mean, you definitely feel like there was the way in there, right? Like, you kind of have, what, like 6 seconds? I know that's not a lot of time, or so I've been told, but, like, he's trapped in behind the pillar. Warro's holding it. Like, if he holds it from short, rather, on the AWP, and then you have someone just kind of running at him, you could displace him, you could have won that, but regardless...
It's just a hectic round, and they're killing flank players as well. Of course, it's easy to look at after because Warro gets the AWP shots off, but, like, if he doesn't get those kills, Perfecto's position doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's all coming down to seconds to spare. But you know what really wins that round for Cloud9? That monster smoke at 30 seconds, because it forces Monte all through short into the flank, and then they can't kill Perfecto in time. So, utility matters. Oh, Cloud9 have not been able to get comfortable on this entire half, despite winning the pistol and even getting rid of the first Monte force.
Yeah, for a team of 5 rifles to have ever been allowed rifles is almost ironic.
Yeah. Boomich, the dedicated SMG player of this roster. Just the in-game leader life. You know what they need right now, Harry? A diversion.
Yeah. Well, Axal and Boomich are playing pushed up over towards the front of Bath, and Axal has the shadow there for that first engagement. They want to try and trade this, but Axal holds the line. Boomich now here to assist, and they learn about this little kind of mini toilet setup. Bait and switch. Sure, it doesn't net you the man advantage. Boomich doesn't get that follow-up kill, but it does shut down this aggression over towards A. This walk up through short from Hobbit. Oh, the rest of Monte are moving out down towards B. Krasnal could get rewarded for his patience here. Oh, it goes the other way. Okay, it's down to the 2-man B hold. Perfecto holds the line, and Warro, he's joining there. Look, man, he's picked up the MP9, chasing them down, and he will get overwhelmed.
Come on, MP9 versus Boomich. You don't beat him at his own game. He's going to win that fight. I don't know how Hobbit gets that kill in middle as well. That was crazy. As they're hitting B, wins an MP9v rifle fight, and good check on the balloons. It's going to be Cloud9. Somehow still in this game, honestly. Would have been easy to write them off with how this half not began, but went, we'll say. And right now, Cloud9 are looking for 9 as Monte are finally taking a breather.
Yeah, these are the sort of buys that the devs were talking about earlier on, right? Monte leaning heavy into the Deegs, only have a few pieces of util. In these sorts of rounds, you have to have a game plan. You've still got to look to inflict maximum damage. You're not going to keep Cloud9 on the back foot for long if you let them build up money. So one of these smokes used early. Now it's down to a single smoke for Monte.
This probably is one of the better maps to play Deagle over Tech9 just for the argument of range, but yeah, Tech9, Flash, go through the monster smoke. There's a lot of potential in those kind of rounds. Oh, Boomich.
This is good. They've kind of circumvented Boomich, leaving only Axal. He gets dinked immediately, but not for much. And he'll even drop in this smoke. Goes back in for more. Some die young, out from long. That's because Boomich leaves the angle and comes in for the backstab. He's just harassing. Bro is dropped out of the round, and so it's only SDY.
Did Boomich like trade positions in that toilet smoke with SDY? Is that how he got there? Because Boomich comes in through toilet. As SDY takes long. Feel like we had a bit of a timing there. It won't matter.
Eagle and a dream. Let's see if SDY can do it. Hypnotic on the Deagle. Gonna have to be Hypnotic in the play. Gotta leave us mesmerized. And with 2 players just bearing down on this position. And the backstab coming in. He should be a dead man on this first swing. He'll get dropped out of it, and it's Boomich's jumping MP9 to close. The gap is tightening, right? What was once a big old lead for Monte, one where they had Cloud9 on the back foot economically, is now starting to dwindle. That's 3 in a row for the Cloud9 squad, and they've come a long way from that, you know, full death. But round one, they've started to keep players alive. They've started to find some money here. And so for the first time, I think, on this CT side, it's 5 rifles for Cloud9.
Round of applause. It only took forever. Everyone armed, everyone dangerous, and the most important round of the game yet. Monte trying to find map point on their opponent's pick, and Cloud9 trying to withstand on this CT side. Demka looks early for an opener. Cloud9 heavy B. We've got a flash set up as well to pop a monster for Perfecto and Electronic to peek together. Cloud9 playing things by the books. And Monte will leave Demka here to lurk as they go back up top. Axel's reaggressed long in the meantime. And Boomich is spotting with an A4 from the site. Oh, I love the walk up into A for Monte. Demka needs to play before them, and he feels like he has the timing. He feels like he has a bit of room. That molly's a problem. So's the headshot. Demka lands it. That's going to cause rotations perhaps for C9. Boomich drops down below. Perfect time for Monte to go.
Yeah, I mean, one of the strengths, right, of these execs often being very transparent for Monte is now that they throw a bit of trickery in. You can see how Cloud9 have just fallen for a hook, line, and sinker, right? That kill comes out down towards B. Suddenly the AA hold is just dismantled, and they only learn now that the site has been taken. Boomich spamming, trying to draw some attention away from Axel, who's pushed up at long, hidden in this corner right now. They actually did just check it. We saw Demka take a swing down through long.
Oh.
Now he learns about Axel the hard way, and this one falls into a 4v4 retake for Cloud9. Even though this is their first round with 5 rifles, it could end up being their last. If they come up short here, Monte move onto map point, and the money is broken. So this is a real swing round. Cloud9 need this, and they're getting all the openers. Waro 2K, he's helped lead the team to victory throughout this one, and with him and Sumdai Young battling back, Monte look to lock in 12. Cloud9 are sent packing, and everyone's gonna fall to this bomb.
Oh, they get so hungry for the kills there, but they didn't know 2 players of Monte were in the toilet. That's a truck plant. That's a free defuse for Cloud9 in the 4-on-2, but they go in for the gunfights, and it lets them down completely. No kit on the remaining couple of players. And the pandemonium comes up in favor of Monte. What a robbery of a round for Waro and SDY in a 2-on-4. A nice attempt at a retake for Cloud9, but their 1 rifle round will be exactly that, just 1. Back to an M4 and a FAMAS, and the best chance Monte will get to close this first map.
Solo aggression over at short.
Ooh.
Perfecto on the re-smoke, and just in time as well.
This is an easy kill for Electronic. They're not even gonna... Oh! Nice.
Boomich's CZ.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what you give him, it feels like he's good for something here is Boomich. And so this round, the one that was meant to be easy for Monte, their best chance to close out this game is off to a really dire start.
Oh, Boomich is hanging around. He scared her up long already through toilets, but they're looking to fight him here. One more would be just incredible, but they should be able to find him on the close position. Kraus now with the clear. Get that gun out of here.
That was the bomb spotted too, so a bit of a rotate triggered for Cloud9 as they pad out this top site a little more. MP9 up close on the back of Hobbit. 30 seconds, so flash is good. Gonna net that kill for Bro. not super clean. 20 seconds left. This one really down to the wire. And now that you've seen them still carrying on, you've seen the flash out of Krasnal, you know he had the bomb. Cloud9 start to pull everyone over towards this top site. 2 players up here right now and a crossfire set up between Truck and Dice. There just shouldn't be time for Monte in this round, and Perfecto makes it happen. 2 kills from him, 2 from Electronic. Both those players starting down at B, and they end those rounds up on A. Cloud9 lock in double digits. They are back to success on these SMG low econ rounds.
Nothing's easy for Monte nowadays, it turns out. Cannot get a clean close with a great opportunity. They have to take a full eco, man. They have to play for every single round of regulation. Cloud9, full rifles as well. It's just about keeping it clean, right? If anything, you know what has been maybe the best part for Cloud9, Harry? They've never had enough money to buy the AWP. That might be to their benefit. Fast out long, or rather mid. Glocks trading, or trying. And Cloud9 put distance.
No head armor on Axel. You hope he doesn't pay the price for that. Big Boom is here and will just run away with it. Oh, actually no. The head armor thing does come back to haunt them. Guns now picked up over at long. Monte can look to milk this a hell of a lot more all of a sudden, because as we've kind of, you know, we won't shut up about it, man. Like, we keep talking about the money because this has been a huge factor of this game, and Monte have a great chance to inflict damage again here, thanks to these 2 kills being gifted the way of the Glocks. If they could get out of this round with even, you know, 1 more kill, that's fantastic heading into the final round of regulation.
They're fine. Whatever happens, Monte can buy. But can they win this round out of nowhere? With no health on Morrow, with no nades. And with Cloud9 making a very hard gamble, but they trust in Perfecto, the top performer, alive on that B site. It's going to be Monte creeping into the crossfire. This setup looks good.
Yeah, are we going to take contact, draw the attention away, and allow this swing out of Electronic just to lock it in, but they go peeking ahead of that. Once again, it's a final 10-second push that's silenced by Cloud9, but that was just Glocks. We weren't meant to get excited about that round.
I would love a pause here for Monte. If they have any remaining, just have a breather. Yeah, they will call out their final tactical. You get 1 more going into overtime anyway. Not that they want to go there, but this pause will help them from avoiding that completely. It's all been about late game recovery in this map of Overpass for both teams in both halves. But who will stand tall at the end of regulation? 24 rounds deep. Warriors AWP is out. And focus faces for Monte. It's nice to have a round finally where no one is, you know, scrapping for weaponry. I mean, everyone has everything.
Everyone has weapons, but Monte are lacking a little in the util department.
Got to make it work. No excuses here. They've had ample chances. They've had their easy rounds gone.
Oh, I kind of like this already. It's a real pace change from Monte. All of these rounds have been, you know, final kind of 10, 15-second pushes for the most part. This one is far more decisive.
Saw it.
Boomage gets the info. These nades have done great damage. 1 into Park early on, and then another one down the long side. Already Bro and Sumdai Young are really wounded on the back of this util. Spam damage even connecting out of Axel. And so Monte might have head into this one with a bit of a furious pace behind them. It certainly helped get the util out of Cloud9.
Yeah, they wanted to rush this, but blocked completely in this round is ruining it for Monte. Still, Cloud9 don't want to risk a gamble too heavily. 3 players on upper.
There's not much more like blocking util left for Cloud9, right? They got this 1 smoke on Electronic, but he's all the way down at B, and he kind of needs to hold on for that in case Monte drop back down.
Flash forces the AWP to shoot, so you know Monte at 40 seconds are still AWPing long. This should be clear to Cloud9 right now. They won't get aggressive. They're not going to risk it. Axel moves forward, and Demka's patiently waiting on short side. Monte with a 5v4, their best bet yet.
Well, Electronics trying to make a big play down here towards B. He's confirmed and freed up an extra player to go and help that top site. That will leave him a long way away from the action. So right now he's hoping his teammates can withstand this hit, but Hobbit caught in the open. Boomich dead on the short side. It's all coming unraveled, and this flank is heard. Demka closes it with a tap, and so it takes all of regulation. But it will be Monte closing this one out, spearheaded with some strong performances from Waro2K and Bro to help uplift them and get them through. They steal away Cloud9's map.
Yeah, a reassuring look on T-sides as well today, right? The 4